Hey all, Hipper here. So today we are taking out the Marco Polo, and it is a new tier 8 Italian battleship. And I'm using Azure Lane Littorio as the commander here, and it's a pretty standard dispersion build, nothing really special. Aiming systems, propulsion, concealment, along with main battery mod 3, and then the SAP shells, very important. It does make your reload a little bit slower, but I think it's worth it. Don't forget to switch to spotter plane as well. So a 32-second reload. That's fairly long, but once you can see what these shells can actually do, then I think you'll agree with me that it's worth it. So in this game, I'm in a division with the very toyed, the very sexual, Where Are You, Aaron, and Little Peak. And I'm just trying out the Marco Polo here. I don't think I played the ship until maybe 2 battles before I randomly ended up in a battle with these two here, and they picked me up for the division. So I thought, okay, well, yeah, I'll see if I get some Marco Polo footage while we are playing anyway. I can already say that I really enjoy this ship here. I actually enjoy most of the tier 8 battleships, which is kind of weird. Because I'm not much of a battleship player, but you know, Republic, it's amazing, awesome ship. And Marco Polo here is probably number 2 on my list of battleships in the game now, because I just like those SAP shells. They're fun. Like, you saw my first salvo was 18,000 on an angled battleship. Yeah, I mean, they work really well, but like as saturation sets in, you do get less damage. So if you're chasing damage, switch between targets, so you get the ones that haven't been saturated. But I mean, you're still gonna get very nice performance in the ship here. Of course, you're not gonna get any fires, but you're not gonna shoot HE that often in a battleship anyway, unless you're playing Republic or one of the British ones, right? One thing that did catch me a little bit by surprise in the ship is how bad your concealment actually is when you're, shooting in smoke. Because I think it's pretty darn high. I'll see if I can actually remember it later on in this video here. But like the smoke, yeah, you use it to set up a shot, but you will not stay concealed while you are firing. So it's actually 15.1. Okay. That's a lot. So don't rely on the smoke to actually hide you once you're shooting. But of course you can use it to set up some very nice strikes, and that's what I'm primarily using it for. But I am a little bit surprised about that concealment there. I think that's a little bit excessive, but anyway, what can you do? It's still an awesome ship, and the SAP shells are amazing. I use them all the time, really. I don't really switch to AP, all the time. I've only played the ship for a day and a dozen battles or something, but it's fun. It's something new, and that's what this game here severely needs, is something new. And battleship SAP, well, that's definitely something. So here we have this Ibuki approaching over here, and at this moment Aaron is screaming, where are you going? Where are you going? Don't go with all the blue ships over there. But I don't care, because I want to try out this SAP here on a broadside cruiser. That's my mission. And we line it up, and we get a very nice salvo there, and, ow. And I even got a citadel on him. That was almost a one-shot there. So, I mean, SAP shells, I like them. They're not as temperamental as AP shells, and if you happen to have SAP shells loaded and someone, angles, and you don't want to switch to HE, then you can just fire them anyway and you're still going to do damage. Of course, you're not going to get those juicy citadel numbers, but not bad. It's a good addition to the game, and please, let's have it for some more battleships. It cannot hurt. So I'm going to go for the A-cap now, because no one else is. So we might as well get this flank secured. So, like I said, it seems that all the tier 8 campaign battleships here, at the very least, they're all really good. I can't really say the same for anything else tier 8, but the battleships, I enjoy them. Pretty much all of them, even the German tier 8, the Ruprecht. I think it's good. So I mean, that's at least something, isn't it? Well, then the fact that the rest of tier 8 is just absolute dog water is another problem, but the battleships are decent. So on to the actual question here. Is Marco Polo a ship that you should be grinding for over the Christmas holidays? And as you probably guessed, absolutely yes. If nothing else, just for its SAP shells. They are a lot of fun, they really are. And I didn't realize that this ship was going to have the rolling smoke as well, but it does, and that just makes it even better, I think. So again, it's a ship I don't think you should miss out on. I still prefer Republic overall, but Marco Polo is a very close second, and quite surprisingly so, actually. Okay, I enjoy fun ships that are fun to play, ships that bring something different to the game, and Marco Polo does, with its like SAP shells, and also I'd say the rolling smoke is also still a novelty for me. I don't play a lot of the tier 7s with the rolling smoke, so I enjoy having it available at tier 8 in what I think is a better ship. Mostly because of the SAP shells. I just really enjoy them. I think they're very consistent, and you avoid the really frustrating salvos you get sometimes with AP. Of course, like I said earlier, you're not gonna get those same damage numbers, but like you saw on the Ibuki earlier, if I even got a Citadel with my SAP shells there on that ship, and so they are certainly potent. Just gotta pick the areas with thin armor, so you'll get the maximum benefit. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoy them. I think almost, I know this is a bold statement, but I think almost like HE should be switched for SAP in the entire game. Yep, I said it. There just almost isn't a better feeling in this game than getting a solo cap in a battleship. It's just like the ultimate proof that the red team is just not doing their job. And as you'll see in the XP at the end of this battle here, it's like pretty much been a turkey shoot, more or less. So, which is good for me because I think it's my third or fourth game in Marco Polo. So I mean, I'm just trying out stuff here, and I haven't settled on a commander yet, but of course I'm going to use the Azure Lane one, but I haven't really settled on the inspirations and the details yet, but it's going to be roughly what I showed in the beginning. It also seems like the red team's carrier has been AFK at least most of the battle, because I shot at him earlier and I think I got a random hit, and nothing happened, and I haven't really seen any planes or anything. But now he's on the move, and he's showing broadside to half the map, which is, yeah, like a questionable choice. And this is where I kind of like SAP extra much. I mean, this is not a very good example of it, but usually when you catch carriers, because they're so thinly armed, or armored, sorry, the SAP shells just absolutely devastate them. I don't get that good performance here, because I don't really get that many hits at this distance here. But if you catch a carrier at like 10-12 kilometers, you can pretty much one-shot them with SAP shells, which is always, satisfying, because you're not going to get the annoying overpins, which is like the bane of shooting at carriers. And I like that. It's just more satisfying, I think. And I enjoy SAP shells. I think they are one of the things that this game here is missing. There's still a lot of things that this game is missing, and yeah. But let's not get into that. Let's just enjoy that we actually have a new battleship, and it's actually fun to play, and there's something new to grab in the game. And I have played the other battleship that you can choose when you finish the campaign, and I don't like it. I haven't heard many good things about it either. Yeah, some people have the occasional good battle in it, but overall it seems like the worst choice. Like I said, I haven't really enjoyed it much. I much prefer Marco Polo, like much. So if you only have like the opportunity to get one of the ships, if you don't want to pay for the second one or whatever it is that you have to do, then definitely grab Marco Polo. You won't regret that. It's a solid battleship, and the SAP shells just makes it different and a lot more enjoyable than pretty much any other battleship in the game. You know, par, maybe, except Republic in some instances. But solid battleship and definitely worth the grind. So I like it, and like I said, my number 2 battleship in the game, suddenly replacing the Yamato. So I hope you enjoyed this battle here with Peak and Aaron, and I'll see you out there.